Guess who's back? Back again. Diana's back. Tell a friend. Whoa! Who's back? Me! So I have returned from what seems like a very, 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 very long absence. And no, if you're wondering, I didn't die and come back from the dead, but I was pretty damn close to it because my schedule for school lately has just been out of control and it's just craziness. But I am back with a brand new video for you guys. So today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on how to grow out your hair. I know it's like a trend right now for people to like chop off their hair and do like the lob thing. Is that what they're, yeah, the lob, like the long bob thing. But I also know that a lot of people are trying to grow out their hair because that's always going to be like a thing. Everyone wants like the luscious like Rapunzel hair, and I mean I've had some pretty good experience with growing out my hair, so I thought I would share my tips and tricks with you guys and advice so that you guys can just have like Rapunzel beautiful long hair. And yeah, so I mean obviously you guys just want to like watch a new video because like that's like my favorite part about YouTube is just watching a video, so let's just get into it. So I totally thought I'd just film this entire video and none of it recorded. My camera just did not record anything whatsoever. So we're gonna start this over and try it again. So I'm just gonna start it off by saying that I basically had long hair my entire life. I used to be able to sit on it at one point and I didn't get a real haircut until I was about in 8th grade. And it was finally like a normal length that I couldn't sit on. But I did go through a phase and kind of traumatic experience where I had really short hair. And I was going into my junior year of high school. I went to Locks of Love and donated 10 inches of my hair. I measured it out and everything. I was like, okay, it's gonna be like right below my shoulder and it'll be perfect. So they cut it off and it was right where I expected. And then the girl was like, all right, come on back and we're gonna style your hair. And I was like, excuse? What? What do you mean style? And so I went back and she did her thing, styled my hair, put in some layers, and it ended up being about this long. Yeah, barely skimmed my shoulder, straightened. It was kind of a traumatic experience, seeing as that if my hair barely touched my shoulder when it was straightened, I was probably going to look like Shirley Temple when my hair was natural, since I basically have the spiral curls, and it was just not a fun day. So I basically had to straighten it to make it normal length every single day, and people started calling me Dora the Explorer because that was basically the same length as her hair, and I am also Hispanic. So I basically ended up wearing extensions for the last 2 years of high school. So I've basically been growing out my hair like since that day that I cut it out. And I know you're just like, oh, you're gonna give us tips on how to grow out your hair. You've been growing it for like 3 years. But my hair does grow really slow, first of all, and I did have to go through a lot of trial and error trying to grow it out. So I'm going to be giving you guys these tips so that you guys don't have to suffer for as long as I did. And I mean, I know my hair doesn't look super long right now, but that's just because it's so like scrunched and like thick. It just looks like shorter because it's just like on top of each other. But it's, if I like straighten it, it's about to like, you can't really tell because it's probably cut off, but it's about down to my ribs or like where my waistline is. So yeah, let's get into the tips now. So the first tips that I have to do with like your diet, and the first thing I'm going to recommend to you guys is that you guys need to get your vitamins. And by that I mean eat your fruits, eat your veggies, eat every single like food group, like eat like in the amounts that you need, because your hair will have the biggest change once you do. Like for those people that have like a restricted diet, like whether you have like allergies or if you're vegetarian or vegan, like I'm vegan 6 out of 7 days of the week and I have 1 vegetarian day to make sure I get my calcium. Drinking milk when you're little boys and girls, because or else you'll end up like me and have like paper thin bones. So yeah. So just really make sure that you get a multivitamin in there, and really like try not to fall like victim to those like gimmicky like hair growth pills, because those are basically the same thing that's in your multivitamins, just in bigger amounts, and there is absolutely zero scientific evidence that says that taking more than the recommended daily amount of your vitamins actually help you with anything. Sometimes if you take too much of a certain vitamin, you can actually get poisoned and have some pretty bad effects. So try not to do that. Just take a regular multivitamin, or if you have a healthy balanced meal, you should be getting all your, or meal, like diet, you should already be getting your all of your vitamins, so you don't really need a multivitamin. But yeah, so just make sure you get all of your vitamins because your hair will really have like a big difference. And then the second thing is to stay hydrated. Get your 8 cups of water a day. And I know everyone says that and it's super cliche, but you really need to like stay hydrated, because ever since I started drinking a lot more water, my hair has been a lot shinier and just like full of bounce and just like a lot stronger as well. So it's really like, you're basically like feeding your hair from the inside out, because that's where it all starts. And if you're having like trouble getting water throughout the day because you're at school or you're in class, I really recommend getting like a reusable water bottle. I use the Camelback ones because they are 750 milliliters, and I try to drink like 3 of those a day, which is I think either like 8 cups or close to it or like around it. And my hair has had a world of difference ever since then. So you guys really need to stay hydrated. Okay, so moving on from like dietary needs, let's move on to in the shower. So starting off, don't wash your hair every day. Because if you wash your hair every day, you're stripping your hair of all of the natural oils that it needs to stay like, I don't want to say like lubricated, that just sounds weird, no, ew. To stay like hydrated and like healthy and like seal the cuticle. And if you wash your hair every single day, you're going to be stripping it of all those oils, and your hair is going to be brittle and dry, and it's gonna be frizzy. You're gonna have more breakage. And I know it's like, wait, what do you mean don't wash your hair every day? That's gross. But it's like, I go like 3 or 4 days without washing my hair sometimes. The way I do it is I just use like a dry shampoo. I use the Batiste one for dark hair, just because if I use like regular dry shampoo or baby powder, it just looks like I'm an old lady with gray hair, and it's just not cute. I already feel old enough being 20 years old and turning 21 later this year, so I don't want to be reminded about how old I'm getting. But yeah, the next thing is moving on to like the shampoo and conditioner you use. Try to get a shampoo and conditioner that does not contain sulfates in it, because sulfates actually can make your hair fall out, they can make it duller, they can make it drier, and it's just not good. Like ever since I switched to sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner, I have been losing a lot less hair, and my hair has been a lot like more like bouncy and just like, you know, it's just been like luscious. Like you can't really tell right now because it's like curly. You can tell more when I like style it, but yeah. And right now I'm using the Moroccan Oil shampoo and conditioner, but I know that's super expensive, and I mean I didn't even pay full price for mine. Like I got mine off of eBay because I was like, I don't really feel like paying full price for you, so I'm just gonna see what some of these auctions are doing. And so if you're looking for a shampoo or conditioner that's like sulfate free that you can find in the drugstore, I really recommend this one. This is the L'Oreal Everpure sulfate-free color care system. I use the color care system just because I balayaged my hair about like almost a year ago, so this really helps with that. But these ones are really good because it's like the smoothing system, so if you do have like frizzy hair, curly hair, this really helps to like tame your mane. Oh, look at that. I could be like the next rap artist. Tame your mane. Okay, that was embarrassing. I also recommend using like a hair mask. I use the macadamia oil like hair mask. It comes in like the green packaging, green and brown packaging. I know it's really expensive if you buy it like at normal stores, but I got mine at TJ Maxx for like $20 when it's usually like $40. So if you're looking for like hair products that are like name brand but you want them for cheaper, go to TJ Maxx. It's a good thing. And I don't have it with me right now, or else I would show it to you. But I'm on spring break right now, so I'm not in my actual like apartment. So it's just, I didn't bring it. I just have like my travel stuff, but yeah. Okay, so moving on from the shower, let's talk about when we get out of the shower. So when you get out of the shower, I really recommend using a brush like this. This is the wet brush. I really, really like this. I got this as a Christmas present like last year, and I've been using it ever since. And it's literally the greatest thing that has ever been invented because I have the like the craziest hair when I get out of the shower. It's like super tangled, so this just like gently like detangles my hair without like breaking it. So this will really help to reduce the amount of breakage you get by brushing your hair. And this wet brush is also super good for dry hair. I use it for dry hair all the time. The next product we're going to talk about is a leave-in conditioner. So I use the It's a 10 Miracle leave-in plus keratin, but any like drugstore leave-in conditioner that works really well for your hair is just as good. I know this one's a little pricier. This one's about $15 for this like little bottle. So if you don't want to spend that much on like a leave-in conditioner, you can just go for any leave-in conditioner that works really well for your hair. One thing I do recommend splurging on would be this puppy right here, which is the Moroccan oil, just like the plain oil. Like I got this for Christmas, but my boyfriend got it for me like last year. I've been using the Moroccan oil for like a year and a half now. And it has literally like worked wonders on my hair. Like I can't even begin to tell you how like surprised like my hairstylist is every single time I go in, because they're just super like confused about how my hair went from like the driest, most brittle thing in the world to just like not. And I'm just like, hi. So I pretty much like swear by this. If you don't want to spend like however much this costs in store, depending on like depending on the size, there's a lot of like Moroccan argan oils out there in the drugstore that are a lot cheaper. They're just like smaller, but they do like the same thing. So any like hair oil I really recommend, because it really helps your hair and it'll keep it strong and healthy. So yeah. Also, I forgot to mention this, but if you're taking a shower and your hair just looks really dull and it feels kind of dry, and your like shampoo and conditioner, or like your conditioner has like stopped like working, and just like you feel like you just can't do anything, you just want to like chop it off, I really recommend trying apple cider vinegar, like organic apple cider vinegar. Just like do 1 part apple cider vinegar and 1 part water. Put it in like a spray bottle or like a squeezy bottle. Put it on your head, leave it for 5 minutes, and then rinse it out, and your hair will be the softest and shiniest you have ever had it. Like I did this for the first time like a few weeks ago, and I was amazed. And like I recommend doing it every like 2 to 3 weeks just to get rid of any like product buildup. And when you do it, your hair will feel like it's actually like drying. Like you'll be a little scared. Like I was like, wait, what? This is like, my hair feels like straw right now. But once you wash it out, you're just like, oh. And yeah, like I can't even tell you. Like I got out of the shower and I like styled my hair. My boyfriend was like, whoa, your hair is like super shiny. And he was like touching it. He was like, it's so soft. And I was like, huh, it's apple cider vinegar. How you doing? So I am gonna warn you, your hair is gonna smell like apple cider vinegar until it completely dries. So just make sure that it's like completely dry before you leave the house so you don't smell like salad dressing. So moving on to the last part of the tips for you guys, we're going to move on to my best friend right here, which is the straightener. So I know like everyone tells you like don't straighten your hair ever, or just like throw out your hot tools or hide them or something, but sometimes you just can't do it. Like I personally know how hard it is to not heat style your hair at all, because I straighten my hair every single day. Well, not all of it, just like what are these called? My bangs. Because if I didn't, they would be the kinkiest, craziest looking things in the entire universe. So sometimes it's just necessary, and like you sometimes just want to look a little more put together and you don't want to just rock the natural look. So what I do recommend is investing in a good heat tool. Like this one is the Chi straightener, and it has ceramic plates, which are super good, because I know my old one, I would like straighten my hair and like smoke would come off and it'd smell like burnt hair, and hasn't happened with this. So I really recommend investing in a good one, just so that it takes good care of your hair and it's not like burning it too much, just to prevent like split ends and breakage. And don't use them every single day, because over time it will like add up and you will have to end up cutting your hair more often because of split ends and breakage. And also make sure to use a heat protectant always, because or else, like I said, more split ends, more dryness, more breakage. Not cute. So yeah, so I really recommend getting one of the more, I don't want like upscale ones. I know they're like more expensive, but like it's worth it in the long run if you want to grow out your hair and you still want to completely stay away from the heat tools. And I mean, I got mine at TJ Maxx for like half price because like I like looked up like the prices at like Ulta and they were like $120 and I was like, no thanks. And then I found it at TJ Maxx and again, so if you want to go to TJ Maxx, or if you're at TJ Maxx, look at their like hair stuff. They have a lot of like name brand stuff for like half price and you're just like, whoa, I can be like fancy without paying for the fanciness. It's like normal prices. So yeah, so like I said, if you want to try out any like more expensive products, I would definitely recommend searching TJ Maxx first, just so that you don't spend all your money on a product that you end up like not liking. And yeah, I think that was loud. I think that is going to be it for my tips. So thank you guys for watching and I will talk to you guys next time.